Divine
Oh,
Shield.
yeah. Wow. Man, that Master of Realities, 130. Not bad. Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah.
Oh my god. Poisonous dongs. A board full of them with Divine Shield. No,
Yeah.
no way you can beat that.
You remember like do you remember the old what was it called? It was a tier 2. Like
Yes.
remember when we had a tier
Yes.
2 nightmare amalgam?
Yes,
A
yes.
tier 2.
I
It was
know.
hilarious. Oh, those were the days. Now we got to wait all the way to tier 6.
I
That's too
remember
bad.
when the elementals got introduced and like it was so powerful and everyone was playing elementals. And then I fell in love with elementals and I cannot go back from that moment. I know there's like all the other class that got in, but like I couldn't stop loving the elementals. We have comments in
Yeah.
my chat and it's like why not going I always change my comp to go elementals.
Always elementals. If you get the
Always.
the second you find that party elemental, you're like, let's go. Grab it down. Let's give me the +1/+1s all day long. Yeah. You could have like 3 poisonous Murlocs. Nope, selling them. Let's go. 1 gold. Get out.
Okay, but I do like Murlocs. I do like Murlocs. The poisonous stuff,
Oh,
I find it nice.
I love Murlocs is like by far my Flurgle's my guy.
Yes.
I don't care about HS replay, who the most powerful heroes are. If Flurgle is an option, insta lock the Flurgle, okay? Like automatic Flurgle insta lock. Not even close. That's like by far the most fun hero to play for me. And now when they changed it, remember when they buffed it? It was before it was you had to sell a Murloc, and now it's just selling a minion. Oh, chef's kiss. Let's go. Let's go.
Yes,
Woo.
definitely. I really like it.
Oh,
Definitely.
I love it.
But I mean when you think about Nomi and you think about elementals, like that's what sweet dreams are made of.
It's true. You know what's sad though? Like, if you don't get Nomi early, right? Like, let's say it's turn 13, and like your board is okay, but then you find a Nomi, and you're like, and then you have like an existential crisis. It's like, is it too late for Nomi? We know how fun Nomi is, but it's gonna take a turn or two to really activate Nomi. You know, like you can't just like a 5/2. What is the Divine Shield Wind Fury Elemental? I forget the name of it, but like a 5/2 is still like not great. Yeah, the Crackling Cyclone. Yes. It's like the Crackling Cyclone still needs a few turns to get the buffs on it, right?
Yes,
Like,
but I think my chat would say I think it's turn 7 or 8. They like don't touch Nomi. Like it's even too late.
Really?
It's like
Turn 7.
you need to have it so early if to make it like really powerful. Like my chat every time I'm like, is it too late? Is it too everyone in chat? It's too late.
Man, yeah, that's a good call. Turn 7.
I think it's turn 8. It's too late.
Turn 8, yeah. Oh, that's heartbreaking.
But still, it's heartbreaking. I agree. It's always heartbreaking. You're like you need to like triple into a Nomi to make it work.
Right? Or you gotta have like Reno and find Nomi, turn 7 and 8, make it golden.
If
then
you're already
cruising.
on tier 5, like you're too late to get her.
Rough. But I'll tell you this, in my opinion, like I guess the way I play, like I'm a big Battle Cry fan. Like I do not like Death Rattle comps. I don't know. I guess it's just not fun to me. Like if it's obvious, like, oh hey, here's every Bob offers me every single possible Death Rattle. I get the Macaw, I get the Baron early. Like okay, fine, I will concede and play the comp so I don't ruin my MMR, which is always in the garbage anyway. But I will force brand comps because there's nothing more satisfying in video games, in my opinion, than tripling brand. It's like the greatest feeling in the world. It's like that is the drug that I want to consume for the rest of my life.
Okay.
The moment brand gets tripled, whether I have Reno or whether I find brand or whether I have test and I take my the warband of my previous opponent, I don't care. However I triple brand, that feeling is the best.
So last time I got a triple brand, it lasted 1 turn and I sold it.
What? Why?
And everyone in chat was like, no, don't sell golden brand.
What? Why? What happened?
I don't know, but I think I did great.
Well, I'm assuming you won the game. I mean, but I need to know the situation. No, please. Can you explain? I'm sorry. I need to just allow me to turn the tables for just a second here. Can you please describe to me the situation in
Chat
which you
was
would
on
sell
fire.
by far the greatest invention in the history of video games, triple brand. One turn. What was the? Please tell me the board, the situation, the turn. I am all ears.
So my chat thinks Brand cheated on me, so that's why I kicked him out.
Okay. That's a great reason. Yes.
I used it only for the gold.
Well, you know what they say. Who knows what secrets you'll uncover, including Bran being unfaithful. So, how could Bran do that?
Well, especially my husband is Mankrik in the game. It's a standard card. It's a standard card, so you might not know it.
Okay.
And well, with the new expansion, I have a seasonal boyfriend, which is Gigafin. It's a huge Murloc. So
Gigafin? What's Gigafin?
it's a huge Murloc.
I love it.
It's an 8-cost colossal Warlock card.
Wow.
The new cards, the new keyword is colossal. So yes.
Can I ask? So what do you remember? What comp you were playing that you tripled into Bran and then sold it?
You really want to know, right?
Oh, I really need to know. Like
I think I was playing elementals, and it doesn't fit with elementals.
Okay,
so
fine. Yes.
I had to get rid of him. I think that's what happened.
Okay.
So yes, that's the reason. Because I like Bran with Murlocs, but like it wasn't useful with my elementals.
Like other than
she was playing elementals. Okay, I have the confirmation. I was playing elementals.
And if you're like honestly, the only card that's beneficial with a triple Bran is Tempest, right? The one where you get the elementals in your hand. So yeah, okay, fine, okay. All right, chat. Crisis averted.
Crisis averted.
Everything is okay. That we are now at peace with the sale of triple Bran. I imagine the scene though when Bran announced the fact that he was cheating. I feel like the song was playing like I cheated, and then you just kicked him out. Like you just bam, and you just kicked him, and then he fell. Kind of like what is it, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where Jazz like flies out of the house. That's what happened. You kicked Bran out in the same way.
So yeah, chat was on fire. Everyone was like, and there you go. There for one turn. Only there for one night. Yeah. And he's back in the basement.
That's out. See you later.
But it was a great moment. But yeah, I had to use Golden Brand only for the triple and then for the gold.
And then do you upload that to YouTube with like the headline, I sold Golden Brand? ? I
should have. The clickbait title.
Yeah. Oh, I fall for those all the time. This is the greatest game I've ever played. Oh my God, look how big this Murloc is. Like I fall for it every time.
Oh my God. Yes. That's really funny. We just did post one that was called Fish. And I was like, why is it just fish? And then everyone is like talking about fish in comments. It's really funny.
Oh man.
Clickbait.
I love it. That's so funny.
Oh, Phoenix clipped it. Okay, so we do have a clip of it somewhere.
Oh, perfect. Good. Okay, fantastic.
Okay, so talking about Battleground. So which one is your favorite hero? Other than Floro?
I'll go look at my heroes by definitely Reno.
Okay, Reno.
I play Reno a lot. If Murlocs and Mechs are in, I'll play what is the name of the one where you start with the amalgam? Oh my gosh, Curator. I do like Shutterwalk, and I like Shutterwalk now. I think it's worse because the 2-1 Tavern 1 Murloc is out of the game now. The Tide Hunter? I think it was called.
Yeah,
whatever,
Tide
that
Hunter.
one.
Yes, the Tide Hunter.
the one where you get a token, so that's one less token in the game. So I think Beasts is probably your best bet for that, and for Jandis. Like the beast, the token start is like super clutch for Shutterwalk. But I do like the new heroes that come in, the minions. Like, I do like the consistent updates. I think that the armor system is outstanding. I thought that was one of the best things that Blizzard put in the game, because it makes you want to play. Like, there was a time where I was only like, I literally would just concede games because there were no heroes I wanted to play, and it kind of made the game a little bit less fun because I was just really fishing for the heroes I wanted to play. And to be fair, like, sometimes I do that if I'm just like, I just want to play, the way I want to play. But like with the armor system, it gave me more of an incentive, right, to play maybe like a Greybow or some heroes that I wouldn't normally choose. So I thought that was a great addition. But yeah, if you were to ask me what are my holy trinity of heroes, Flurgle is number one for sure, and then Reno Jackson, and then Dino Tamer Bran too when Murlocs are in. Dino Tamer Bran, because you get guaranteed the Bran, and that just makes me very happy. And Zephyrs with the buddies is awesome. But Sir Finley might be the best hero in the game with buddies, because it's almost like playing the lottery, right? Like, if you get a hero that is with a battle cry buddy, it makes it so much fun, because like you can get a Bran, and then like all these insane combos come out of it because you're getting like two buddies essentially, right?
Yeah.
So I do love Sir Finley in this new patch for sure.
I did yesterday, I think, play Sir Finley with Bran, and having like, you can trash your buddy and like get two more, so you get triple very easy.
Oh, it's the best. It's so good. Like, even with Zephyrs, right? Like, that's one where I never triple the buddy, ever. Because I'm just fishing for Bran, and then you basically triple whatever you can triple the Bran first, but then you triple whatever cards you want. Oh yeah, for sure. It's outstanding.
So, yeah, are you liking the buddy system, the new buddy system?
Yes, I love it. I would say like maybe a week or two before the buddy system, the game was getting a little stale, especially like for me. Like, I play the game like at least an hour a day, honestly. Like, I wake up, I make a coffee, I play Battlegrounds. I'll, when the kiddo is asleep, finally, a little bit to unwind, work is done, whatever, play some Battlegrounds. Go to work, come back, watch some Battlegrounds clips on YouTube, and then play a game or two before I go to bed. Like, it's basically my number one like thing that I do outside of work and family and whatever, So, yeah.
Do you play on your tablet?
Sometimes. I would prefer to play on PC though, especially when you're like anything that requires, you definitely know this, anything that requires like quick hand speed. Like, I already have boomer hands to begin with, okay? Like, giant boomer hands right here. If I'm playing APM Pirates on my phone, forget about it. And imagine I'm Gallywix and I get two Hoggers and I'm trying to do that on my iPhone? No way. No way. I'm losing at least 60% of my money. Like, that is just not financially sustainable.
I agree. I've played for what, 5 years only on tablet, and then I have played lots of Battlegrounds just on my tablet, and then I've played on PC, and I realized how insanely better it is.
Right?
Yeah, there's definitely a big difference between mobile and especially for Battlegrounds, where you have like a board where you need to do a lot of like movement on it. So
yeah, I will say one thing I do a lot if I have to, like, let's say I'm traveling and I don't have a PC with me and I just want to play Battlegrounds. Let's say I'm like in a hotel or something. I'll put on like a Netflix show. Like, I was big into Better Call Saul for like the last month, catching up because the new season's coming out. And so I would watch Better Call Saul on my phone, and then like, how you can like swipe out of it, but the screen still stays there no matter what else you're doing. So like, imagine me playing Battlegrounds while the Better Call Saul, it's like picture in picture, and it's like there on the bottom left while I'm playing my turn and then paying attention to the show. Like that's my heavenly scenario right there. Watching something on the same screen that I'm playing Battlegrounds.
Wow, that must be not a lot of space for Battleground.
Well, you can make the screen size a lot smaller, so yeah.
Oh
but
my
yes,
God.
yes, yeah.
Me
Maybe a little
on my
excessive, but whatever.
tablet. Like, I found it small. Imagine on my phone.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's not the greatest, but I mean, listen, sometimes you just have to do what you gotta do in order to get your Battlegrounds fix in, you know?
Yeah, definitely. You see me, the hero I played the most is AFK.
Really?
Really?
AFK this patch is excellent, right? Here's the thing though. So Crip says this a lot on his YouTube videos. I agree with him. There are some heroes where you like instantly get top 4, right? Like AFK, as soon as you get your buddy, like you can ride that to a top 4, right? Like that's an instant you're gonna win the game. But like I like the heroes where like you have a really good chance to get first place, or you could just flame out and get top 8. Like I don't know. I want the glory, you know? Like I don't just want a 4th place, like give me plus 12 MMR. I want first. Give me a plus 100 or nothing.
I'm always happy top 4.
Are you?
Always. I'm like, yes, I won. Yes.
We did it. Yeah.
Yes. GG boom. That's what I say.
GG boom.
GG
boom. Let's go.
So yes. But no, it's just because I played it a lot when it got out, and AFK was good at the beginning, so that's why it's one of the hero I've played the most. Imagine there's also one hero that is not even there anymore, and it's in my top 5 hero played.
No way. Which one?
The mech one. What was his name? It's like
they
don't put it in the name. Yeah, the bartender mech.
Yes, and Bartendotron is actually a skin now, isn't it? I think so.
But it's not a hero anymore.
No, I know.
So mine is
R.I.P.
AFK, Edwin, Alex, the mech girl. What's the name of the mech girl?
Oh yeah, the one that adds +1/+1.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name.
Because I have new skin, so it's hard for me to say the name of the.
Yeah.
Millie. Okay, so yes.
Millie, yes.
And the bartender mech. I know Millie is back, but what about the bartender, Jacob? What about the mech bartender? Are we getting it back? Should we ask the dev?
Yeah, right. Might as well. Is Millie back? Oh, I haven't gotten Millie as an option for a while. I'm actually looking at all the heroes that are gone from the game.
Scraphead. That's the name of it? Scraphead? I didn't realize that was the name of it.
Do you remember? I'm looking at there's some of the dormant or the gone heroes from Battlegrounds. Do you remember the one that gave your give your minions with no minion type +1/+1? What a hero idea!
Yes.
That's great. I think that one lasted for maybe like 3 weeks. The name was Tyrion Fordring.
Ah, yes, Tyrion. Oh my god, I totally forgot about him.
Yeah, me too. Until this moment. Man, that was a long time ago. I think it only lasted like a month.
Can we see him in the collection that we have or not?
No. I'm looking on like a Hearthstone wiki or something. I just wanted to look at what the gone heroes or the removed heroes.
Ah, that would have been nice to see them in our collection, the removed one.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So, who's your favorite bartender? Who's your favorite Bob?
My favorite Bob. Let me open up my collection here. I do like Mega Bob. That is the space where Bob is in the sort of like Zordon from Power Rangers, like he's in this like capsule. I would only imagine that that's the inspiration for this particular
Oh,
Bob.
the Mega Bub.
The Mega Bob, yeah, that's the one. I would say Mega Bob is probably among my favorites. We just mentioned Bartendotron. That one is a fun one as well. But if I had to pick one, and I'm glad you asked me this question for the first time, Mega Bob would be my answer.
Good, good, good. Mine is Algalon, and I
Okay.
don't even own Algalon, and it's out of the shop, and I'm devastated. I didn't even know it was available. I'm like, this definitely my type, and it's not there anymore. I don't know. I'm devastated. I hope it's gonna come back.
Algalon takes sparkling water to a whole new level.
That's me.
That's you.
That's me.
Are you a fan? Are you a sparkling water fan?
100%.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay.
Like after sports, I would drink sparkling water.
Nice.
Yes.
After sports,
Like,
no Gatorade, no still like no bottle of water, right to Perrier.
yeah. Or
Wow.
San Pellegrino.
Of course, naturally. Give me the stand pan. Let's go.
Smaller
It's got 3
bubbles.
goals. Yeah.
So-
Oh, okay. Scientifically, yes, exactly. I love it.
and
Oh,
I
you know
tur-
what?
Yes, I
Go
turned
ahead.
it into sparkling wine. That's why. I turned...
Outstanding.
So what did you wanted to say?
I was gonna say the Ragnaros Tiki Lord is kind of fun too.
Yes.
I like
true.
how like Ragnaros is trying to still be like, you know, ultimate supreme being, but like I'm chilling out on vacation, so that's kind of a fun vibe too.
The one I use currently is Alterac Bob, the one with the hot chocolate. I like this one. Ironically, I don't like chocolate, but I do like this Bob.
Not a hot chocolate fan. Wow.
Chocolate fan. I'm not
Chocolate at all.
at all.
Can I tell you? So, well, you're not a chocolate fan, so maybe this will not be as cool to you. But so more generally, I'm Canadian, obviously, as we know, and I live in the United States now. Canada, it's not even a debate. I am sorry for all of your American viewers. Canadian snacks are 10,000 times better than American snacks. Like, it's not even close. Canada wins the snack war 1,000% of the time.
Give
And
us example. Give us example.
So, ketchup chips doesn't exist in the United States. I don't know
Really?
why. I don't know why. There are chip flavors, ketchup chips, dill pickle just started, all dressed is like a special Canadian flavor. Yeah,
All dressed
Ruffles. Yes.
is not an American flavor.
No, all dressed
Whoa.
got imported into the States. Ruffles did this special, and they blew it out like Canada's favorite flavor, all dressed, and it was in the grocery store for like a limited time. Like, excuse me, United States, wake up here, okay? Because Canada has these flavors all year round, and you would love it.
Definitely. I mean, for me, all dressed is my second favorite. So yes, I can understand that.
Ooh.
First one is salt and vinegar.
Yes.
And vinegar.
Yes, salt and vinegar. Yep, of course.
Not just salt.
Yeah. Not regular, right?
No.
AKA regular.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no. I'm not a regular girl.
Yeah, may I ask you a question though? So, do you eat the salt and vinegar kettle chips or just the regular ones?
I do like the kettle one.
Okay, so we just had this debate in my house. I'd love to get your opinion on this. So, there's definitely a difference between the like Miss Vicky's kettle salt and vinegar and the Lay's kettle salt and vinegar. Like the power of the vinegar itself is so different. Do you have a brand that you prefer?
I think because it's a different kind of vinegar. Because in the Lay's one, it's like regular white vinegar, and on the Miss Vicky's more like apple cider kind of vinegar. I think
yeah.
that's why. But I do agree. The power level of vinegar is not the same.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But
It's like so different.
definitely Miss Vicky's for me. Or
Absolutely.
Boulders from the United States.
Boulders. I've not tried that one.
Maine, Vermont. Yeah, it's more in
Maine,
the East Coast chips.
Made in Vermont.
Boulders. Very good chips.
Okay. I'll have to check that. You know what chocolate bar does not exist in the States? And every single American I have given one to, they absolutely love it. Coffee Crisp.
Someone told me Smarties also is not available in the States.
It's different. So Smarties in Canada is an M&M's type
Yeah.
chocolate. In America, Smarties are what we call rockets, like the candy. Yeah.
So it's not chocolate.
No.
So it's not Smarties.
No. No. They call Smarties something completely different. It's basically that whatever the cylinder
Rockets.
candy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. So no Smarties. No. Well, as we know it, chocolate, multicolor candies, and
Exactly.
Coffee Crisp.
Coffee Crisp is like, I don't think you can find a equivalent in America for a Coffee Crisp type chocolate bar. I haven't found one yet.
Okay. Interesting.
Tough.
Interesting.
It's tough.
But I've heard that even all-dressed pizza doesn't exist in, like, you cannot say I want an all-dressed pizza in the States.
I don't know what an all-dressed pizza is. What is that?
It's pizza with everything on it. It's all dressed.
Oh, okay.
That's where the all dressed
Wait.
come from in the chip.
Wait. Whoa. Wait.
Because it's very flavorful.
Okay, fine, but I mean that all dressed could be like 20 toppings. What toppings are we talking about here?
Okay, it's like regular toppings on the pizza. It's like green bell pepper, mushrooms, onions, and pepperoni. It's really like what you would call like a classic kind of topping of like American pizza, not a classic pizza. But no, there's no pineapple. No.
We're not. Are we gonna start on this debate? Pineapple on pizza? Oh boy.
Well, we only have 2 viewers that like pineapple on pizza, and they're not there currently, so we're okay.
Okay, good. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I didn't want to alienate any viewers here with my hot pineapple on pizza takes.
But no, all dress. It's a thing. So I've Googled it today because we had this discussion with chat, and so it's like in Quebec and other part of Canada, it's like saying an all dress pizza is just like a normal pizza. Like for us, it's like the regular type of pizza is an all dress. Like
I'm being. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I've never heard the term all dressed used for pizza specifically, but it makes perfect sense.
For us, it's like if you buy like a frozen pizza, it's written all dressed on it.
Queen, I have a question for you. What is the protocol on fights on your Twitch stream? Because I'm being challenged to a fight by one of your members of chat here. Mike Wonder wants to fight me.
Mike wanted to fight 2 weeks ago, and I said no, and so he stopped, and then he's back with the fight.
He really wants to fight, so now he wants to fight your guests?
Yeah. He's in the fighting mode right now. And he has done prison time, so we need to be careful.
Okay. We need to be careful.
Every time we have a crazy word that someone say to someone else, he always say, "Oh, that was my name in prison."
That was his nickname in prison. That's right. I got to be careful. Okay. All right, Mike. We're on watch here. Okay. That'll be your next commentary gig, Queen. Is that we will Mike and I will fight on your stream, and then you will do commentary.
Okay, good. Changing roles. You can tell me how I did.
Yeah, exactly. We're switching roles. You can tell me. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's hilarious.
Good. So talking about fighting, so an interesting stuff you did. So can you tell us like moments in your career where you were like, wow, like this was really like a moment I'm gonna remember?
Oh, I've had a lot, honestly. I would say recently, I've had a really good year. I'll be honest. It's been a really, really great year for me at ESPN, like career-wise. The two that come to mind, the first time I did Sports Center in America, like I never even thought that that would even be an option for me, to be honest. When I was coming up in television in Canada, you and I both know this. Like hockey is so important to Canadians, right? Like such a big deal in Canada. And I wanted to be a hockey broadcaster more than anything, but I was told by a lot of executives, you know, the lineup is very long for on-air talent to even get considered to do hockey work in, especially in Canada. And so they urged me to look for other paths. And I'm glad I did now because that led me to pursue other, I guess the path less traveled, so to speak, doing combat sports and doing pro wrestling. And, you know, I wouldn't change a thing looking back on it now. But then to get, you know, a very circuitous, like very, very like, you know, twists and turns, and it's never a straight line with your career, right? So to be able to come back eventually and host Sports Center, which I never hosted Sports Center in Canada, you know, doing similar shows and whatever, but to be able to do that, and Sports Center is like an institution in America, right? It's been around for over 40 years. And even if you don't watch Sports Center, you know what Sports Center is. So there's the weight to be doing that show and sitting in that chair, you know? So to do that for the first time, it was like that good kind of nervous where you're like, wow, it really feels like the culmination of a lot of hard work being put into something, you know?
Definitely.
But then, yeah, so that was a thrill. I would say that's one of my career highlights. And then doing my first NHL game this season was also a thrill because of that journey, like doing hockey at all levels. I did the Ontario Hockey League and the AHL and minor hockey tournaments and regional broadcasts and everything. And, you know, I to do that first game, it meant a lot to me because it was like, okay, like I was told that I shouldn't do this early in my career, but now I get to come around and actually do it. So it just felt good, like to say, you know what, I was able to do this. And, you know, now I've done several, and I'm, you know, that's one of my anchors at ESPN is to do NHL. And so I'm super, super proud of it. And I even got to do, like, obviously I grew up in Toronto, so like the Maple Leafs are everything to Torontonians. So, you know, I got to do a Leafs game, which I would have never, ever thought of doing a Leafs game in Toronto. It would be impossible for someone like me to even contribute to a broadcast like that. But here I am, you know, sure, different country, but I'm still getting to host a Maple Leafs game, which was like an absolute thrill. So, yeah, I've had a couple of really cool career moments, but those two jump out at me, especially recently.
And where are you situated in the States?
So I'm in New York. I basically about an hour or so away from Bristol, Connecticut, which is where the main office is. So I'm close to Manhattan. I'm close to Bristol. I guess driving distance close. So that's geographically where I am, basically in New York State.
Good, good. And
Yeah.
so what made you decide to move from Canada to the States?
What made me decide to move? So I was, at the time, I was basically taking jobs across the country. Like I was working, of all things, I was working as a weather reporter. So I was that guy outside in a blizzard, -40. I actually lived in Ottawa for a winter. And that was like the worst winter ever because it was always like -40. And we were taking those like portable heat packs and putting them in our boots and in our gloves. Like, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like, come on, Quebec is extremely cold. So like, but imagine having to be outside for like 10 to 15 minutes and like your face is freezing, and like 3 days out of 5 I'd be like talking jumbled, like as if I had marbles in my mouth because my face was freezing from the cold. Oh, it's really cold outside. Back to you, Bob. Like I was like mumbling my words, you know what I mean? So like, but eventually after Ottawa, they had a full-time job open in Vancouver, and I moved to Vancouver, and I went from like the worst weather conditions to the most amazing weather conditions in Canada because it was always the same weather. It's like, all right, let's go to Arda in Vancouver. What's the weather like? Well, it's 15 degrees and it might rain. Back to you for the 25th consecutive day. Oh, wait, you want me to do a report from Whistler? No problem. Let's go skiing. Like, it was the best. It was the best. It was so good. Yeah, so basically, the funny thing about that job was that every month the Weather Network asked me to do, because on the West Coast, like either all the way down to LA too, like there's always like earthquake concern, right? Like it's always the big concern on the West Coast is like, okay, we might have an earthquake. So we had to do these, we had to create these earthquake preparedness features. So every month we had to go like, how do you prepare? What should you have in your basement? What are the non-perishables you should be collecting? How close are we to an earthquake? What do you do if you're outside? What if you do if you're in, you know, all of this stuff. And it was like a monthly churn of like earthquake preparedness. You have to be prepared. We're 200 years overdue, Queen, for an earthquake in Vancouver. What do you do? Like we were really, really concerned.
But you don't have that many earthquakes.
Yeah, it was just like the fact that, like, I guess, like, according to the tectonic plates and how they're positioned, like, the province was like 200 years overdue for a major earthquake.
Okay.
So that's why we were continuously discussing it.
But yeah, no, for sure. Everything on the West Coast is always super, like, scared of heart, and for a reason. It happens a lot on the West Coast, but more in the US, I think, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you're definitely a pro, I'm guessing, in the weather after all these years.
Now I know. Now I'm aware. Now I get it.
Well, I hope you know what to do on a earthquake now.
Yeah, just curl up into a ball and just wait for it to pass, basically. Or go to your basement and just
eat your
perishables.
perishables.
Camp out there eat your non-perishables. Open up that can of beans that will expire in 2048, and enjoy your beans. That's it. You heard it here first, everyone.
Does your kiddo know what to do in if there's a earthquake?
No, she's 2, and she probably doesn't know what to do if there's not an earthquake. Before this interview, we bought this. Oh, actually, no, we didn't buy it. It was so. I don't have any of the stuff around me. So Blizzard actually sent like a pack of like stuff, and it was like a beach themed thing. Like it was like a bag of goodies. So thank you to Blizzard. And one of the things was this bubble gun. Like it was like a thing that you put bubble liquid into it and it like shoots out bubbles. And my daughter was like obsessed with it. Like she's looking, she's like bubble, bubble, bubble. She's like popping them. Pop, 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 pop. It was really funny. So basically that ate up half an hour of her day, which was incredible. Bubble, bubble. It's the best. I'm like, yes, anything that will entertain you, getting you closer and closer to your sleep time. We are all aboard.
Inside your house or outside?
Oh no, my wife was so mad. She was like, "You're gonna ruin the floors with the bubbles solution. Get
That's
outside."
That's exactly what I was thinking.
She's like, "Get outside, you moron! You're an idiot. Get outside now." And I'm like, yes, I will. Okay, sorry. That's exact. By the way, that's not an exaggeration. That's exactly how the conversation happened.
Good. I hope she's in chat. Hi, Jennifer.
Yeah, hi, exactly. Yeah, Jennifer. Yeah.
Jennifer.
I hope she's in chat telling me that I'm an idiot. Yeah, exactly.
No, but it happens very often that partners are in chat, and it's always that crazy moment of like saying something, and they're like, "Hey, by the way, I'm here."
Oh my god, it's so funny. My daughter does not care about me being on TV at all. Like, I'll see these videos of like my friends that are doing like content and stuff, and they'll be like videos of like the kids suddenly seeing their dad or their mom on TV, and they'll freak out like, "Mama!" and it'll be like the cutest thing ever. We tried to do that. I was on SportsCenter one day, and we turned it on, and my daughter looks at it for like 2 seconds, and then just walks right away. Like it was one of those like, and then just walks away, like completely uninterested. And I was like, wow, my heart is broken right now. Like you just broke my heart.
Maybe
the
later.
First of many.
Maybe later she will.
Maybe. Or maybe she's just embarrassed already. Maybe she's already in her teenage years and she just hates her dad already.
Maybe.
It's just the worst. At 2, these are the years where she's supposed to be all like cuddly and cute and daddy's the best. Nope, nope,
No?
nope. We've already skipped to teenage version. This is great.
I need your
Lucky
car.
me.
We skipped
Yeah,
to
yeah,
I
yeah.
need your car.
I need your car already. That's right. Yeah.
I need money. I need
Yeah,
money.
that's right. She's just finding the wallet and stealing all the money. That's right. Yeah, yeah.
To go to clubs to make a fake ID.
Oh man. Thanks for putting that in the universe. Appreciate that. I have to check for fake IDs.
Baby puberty is the worst.
Sad. Sag. Single tear.
Okay, and so you did cover a little bit of esports as you mentioned with the BlizzCon, and so can you tell us a bit about your experience? What was your favorite event you covered? What was the favorite venue you went to?
Oh yeah, no. My first thing I did with ESPN was the League of Legends World Championships. Actually, in 2016, when it was in North America, we covered the semifinals at Madison Square Garden, and then we covered the finals in Los Angeles. We did a digital desk. It was awesome. That's where I really got hooked. So I came to esports fairly late, comparatively. I mean, obviously with esports having been around for a lot longer than that, but I instantly fell in love, and obviously I'm a lifelong gamer too. But I'll be honest, like I had not played League of Legends, and I treated it like a crash course and just learning for a month. I just crammed it, 8 hours a day, learning as much as I could, like that kind of thing before I did that. And then that year I went to BlizzCon for the first time, and I met a lot of Hearthstone streamers. Like we interviewed Kibler, we interviewed a few other Hearthstone streamers and content creators at the time, and it was a blast. We loved it. It was great. And so then from there on, I did like esports here and there. And then when I got hired by ESPN full time, esports became a bigger part of my job, which I was absolutely thrilled. And we did everything. We covered Call of Duty League. We covered the launch of Valorant. We covered Overwatch League. We covered Rocket League, all the League of Legends. We were covering a lot. And so it was a lot of fun. I would say from a Hearthstone perspective, BlizzCon was always one of my favorite events because so much was happening. The Overwatch World Cup, the Hearthstone World Championships, a whole ton was going on, and you had access to a lot of streamers. Like that was more fascinating to me, like covering the content creators, right? Like when Mixer came out, like I loved covering that, which streamers were getting the bag to go to Mixer, and then Mixer's demise, people coming back, YouTube gaming growing, etc. And like those kind of stories were always fascinating to me. I do remember one of the Hearthstone World Championships. I think Lion was the winner. We interviewed her afterwards, and it was really interesting because that was like a pretty significant win for the Hearthstone community, and that was a really important one. So that was a lot of fun to do and be a part of that, and having her it really meant something to her. You could tell like how she wanted to be a role model or an inspiration to not only female Hearthstone players but Hearthstone players from China. So it was like a big deal for her personally. So it was really cool to help tell that story in a way. But yeah, those are some of the highlights from my esports coverage. And I would say that BlizzCon for sure, but definitely like League of Legends doing like when they would go overseas and sell out soccer stadiums. Like, how do you not look at that and be inspired and be like, have the breath, take your breath away, like that's just so cool that can happen. And their presentation at the World's Finals was always impressive too. But Blizzard does things well as well, like just how they present certain things. And with Call of Duty League, I enjoyed the home series a lot. I thought that was a lot of fun. So yeah, I have a lot of great memories in terms of covering esports.
Good. And did you say your favorite venue?
My favorite venue. Well, MSG was surreal. Like, I mean, I'd been to so many events at MSG. The fact that they sold out MSG back to back was unbelievable. Like, it was just such a cool site, and it was such a great vibe. So that stuck with me for sure. I mean, the BlizzCon floor, what they do with that is a lot of fun too. So that's a blast. But if I had to pick just one venue that I've watched esports in specifically, I also liked the studio that they had Overwatch in for season 1 and 2. I thought that they did a great job with that as well. And I do also like the HyperX Arena at the Luxor in Vegas. That's a cool spot for like small to mid-size esports events. It's a cool, intimate atmosphere. They have a cool spot for like adding a bunch of people in, and it's a cool event space. So I'm really glad that that exists. So I would put those in the category of my favorites, I guess.
Yeah. And which one is the last one you went to?
The last one, man, I haven't been to too many events since the pandemic. I'll be honest. A lot of our coverage was remote. We were gonna go to Worlds, but then there was a lot of limited.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just
Yes.
limited travel, etc. So I haven't been able to get to an esports event for a while. I think the last one I went to before everything shut down was an Overwatch homestand in Washington. The Washington Justice did an Overwatch event, and that was and that was in March, right before the shutdown. So that was about the last one. And before that, it was an event in Atlanta. It was a Call of Duty League home series. But since then, since the pandemic in March 2020, I haven't been to a live in-person esports event, but I would absolutely love to.
Amazing. Yeah, it needs to come back to normal for sure.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
I'm excited for that.
Me too.
And because now all the tournaments are all remote, all the players are playing from their home, and it's a bit different. And
Yeah, it's a different vibe. Like even I can even like the yeah, you're absolutely right. Like it's such a different vibe when players are playing at home remote versus when they're in front of each other. When they're on a stage, you can feel the tension. You know, if teams don't like each other, you get that added drama. You know, like it's way better for the presentation and the intrigue of it when everyone is there and you're watching them and you can see it all unfold. Absolutely, you're absolutely right.
And I remember during the World, like the schedule got a bit messed up, and Slissa was like she was scheduled for 3 a.m. and then it was
Oh
reported to
wow.
5 a.m. So she didn't sleep for like 24 hours, and she was pregnant.
Oh gosh, really?
Yes.
Oh man, that's rough. That is rough.
Oh, I remember her sleeping in her bathroom because it was the only like dark place like after the last
See,
competition.
that stinks. That's terrible. That stinks.
Yeah, no, so I think in person at least, like it's a bit easier when there's a mess up in the schedule to like rearrange, but like when you don't see people and like you're like okay, it's gonna be pushed, and you don't really see the impact on the players that much.
Yeah, exactly. So that's and the moments are so much more meaningful when you're in person. So I can't wait. I would love to go to a. I don't know if you tell me how many have happened, if any, but I would love to go to a in-person like battlegrounds event. That would be awesome. I would love that.
Well, Lobby Legend is not in
Yeah.
person. What's going on
Yeah.
and it's the first really just battleground tournament that's going on. Like that is like a big thing, a really big competition.
I would
So
love that. Imagine if a Lobby Legends ever happened in person, or maybe it's like going to be at BlizzCon. I would go. I would pay to be in the audience. That would be awesome. I would love it.
BlizzCon needs to come back. That's the thing. It has not shown any. We don't have any dates yet
Nothing,
for when
hey?
it's gonna return.
We got to put that into the universe. We
We're
need the
putting
old
that
BlizzCon
there.
vibe back. I remember actually the last time I was in 2019, there was a group of like 200 or somewhere like 200 or 300 people all dressed as Murlocs, and they were just walking around. It was the best.
Wow.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Where did they get their costume? I've been looking everywhere for a Murloc one.
I don't know. I think they either made it themselves or they found it somewhere. I don't know. I love it. I think that I thought it was so creative. It was like Team Murlocs, and I think in total there were like 100 or 200 of them, but like they would always walk around in packs, and it was awesome.
Oh my
Kudos
god,
to them.
I missed that. Imagine.
I know, right?
So someone in chat says it's probably gonna be not until 2023, so not this year. But if it was this year, if I'm not mistaken, it's in November usually.
So maybe, I mean, it might be late to try and organize something to that degree in like a couple months. I don't know. Yeah. I guess. Who knows?
Putting it in the universe.
Yes, exactly.
Or maybe they can do it early 2023.
Right? Just do it in February and get us all to warm weather. I don't mind that. Sounds good to me.
Me too.
Right? Get away from the snow. Oh, what a shame. Oh, sorry, babe. I got to go to
California.
Sorry, honey, I got to go to California for a couple days. Work duty calls. Listen, gotta make some money for the family. Gotta go. Bye. As I like pack my Hawaiian shirt and board shorts, and I'm just like chilling with my flip flops.
Yeah. She's gonna be like, I want to come with you.
Well, you would be. I don't know if I don't know how she would handle BlizzCon. It might be too like, we might be too nerdy. Maybe she would like it. I don't know. I hope my daughter does. She always laughs at me. She actually, let me just say this. So she like, maybe it's because I play it too much. But like, she's not a fan of, let me say it this way. She's not a fan of me playing Hearthstone. And to get mad and to get back at me, she actually calls it Nerdstone. She's like, what are you going to do? Play Nerdstone? And I'm like, yeah, I am going to play Nerdstone on my phone while sitting next to you in bed. That's what I'm going to do. And then I pull it out and I play. And I'm like, look, I'm playing elementals. You like that? Look at that. I just got a party elemental. And she's like, I don't care. You're playing Nerdstone. And she rolls over and goes to sleep. And she's very mad at me.
Okay, so she's not a fan already. But it's going to happen. It's going to happen. She's going to start with Roblox probably.
Yeah, right? Something like that. Exactly. Yeah. No, yeah. I need the 2-year-old, we got to work on Hearthstone Battlegrounds eventually. That's what's going to happen. I can feel it.
Yeah, so someone said that. Oh, yeah. Tyler, the Battleground player, he's like top 3 player in the world. And so he said that his niece, he really wanted her to play Battleground. So he's like waiting for the moment where she knows how to count.
Yes, so we can get exactly.
So he's like probably 4 years old.
I love it. Oh, I'm so ready for that. I'm so ready for that.
So yes, maybe we'll have a battle. Arda's daughter.
We can do Lobby Legends with kids. That's our new thing. Queen, you and I, let's call that. Let's do commentary for the Junior Lobby Legends. Can we do that? I'm in. Let's cast. I want to cast with you. We're going to cast the Junior Lobby Legends World Championship.
Yes, definitely. Let's do it. Your kiddo, Mike, does your kiddo want to do it too?
What? Yeah, right? We'll get her involved. And then like I'll be like really upset dad when like she sells triple brand. I'll be like, what are you doing? No, you're not playing elementals. And I'll just like start crying.
Well, so you probably don't know that, but my mom is very involved in my stream. So
oh really?
She's in my stream most of the time, not all of the time because she's not there right now. Her name is Queen Mother, so if you can see her in other streams sometimes. That's my mom. And she's very involved. And so she would call me when I'm not legend on the first 3 days of the month. And she's like, what are you waiting for? I mean, you're my daughter. You need to make me proud. And so she would like call me. Oh, she's here. She is here.
She is here. There's me, Mom. What are you doing? It's the first 3 days. Exactly. You got to get to legend. Let's go.
So she would call me, like I'm in my bath in the morning after my morning stream, and she's like, are you legend already? Roasting me. Yes.
As moms should. Hi, Mom. What's going on?
The only thing that's important, being legend. She's
that's
like,
right.
Maybe stop doing multiple server. Just concentrate on one, because I do multiple server and all the game modes, so it takes a long time to do them all.
Yes.
She's like, concentrate on one and just be the best in one.
Yes. See, wise advice. I like it. I like it.
But I like the variety of playing all the things. It's good for mental health to play all the game modes.
True. True. I love it. I love the moms popping into the chat. That's the best. You know what? That's one thing I loved a lot, covering like the esports plays, because we all know, right? Like, I mean, a lot of the like the top esports competitors, a lot of them are very young, right? Like they're younger than 20. Like a lot of them are in their teenage years, and like we kind of forget sometimes because they're on such a big spotlight, especially if they're playing like League of Legends or Call of Duty League. Like they're on a pretty big spotlight, and tens of thousands of people are continuously watching them, sometimes hundreds of thousands, maybe millions for championships and stuff, right? Like you really have to have a good support system in order to succeed in esports by and large, right? And like that was one of my favorite things, was like meeting the parents of these players, because a lot of times they were not necessarily video game fans, but they wanted to help support their kid, and they were just learning how to do that on something they didn't know anything about. So like I respected that a lot, because it's not easy, you know?
Definitely, and like it's different generation completely. And like if you ask my dad, would probably say I play poker, because it's like card games online. Definitely like
Right?
yes. So yes, it's not very it's a very different generation. So I think it's difficult for them to be supportive, in a sense that to understand well. And like I think that's why my mom started watching my stream every day, to like understand a little bit more of like the game I was playing. Not that she does that she do understand it now, but a little bit more, a little bit more.
Yeah, that's cool. See, that's really cool. So shout out to mom.
Yes.
Shout out to mom. Shout out to the esports moms, and your mom in particular. That's really cool. And she's also in a bridge tournament apparently, so I hope she wins.
Yeah, she's a bridge player, so that's why she was okay with me doing this, because she does that. She always did. She was a bridge player. That's awesome. What she did. So, so she's understood. She understood a bit where I was coming from with my video card game for children.
For children, yes. We love video card games for children. Let's go. That's us. Yes. We love it.
No, but it's funny when people say that. It's not for children. It's not for children.
Yeah, I'd like to see children try to beat us at Hearthstone. Come on. Just try, you kids. Just try and see what happens.
Definitely.
If you come at the queen, you best not miss. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, no, my mom loved the ambience and everything about Twitch and people just chilling together, especially during the pandemic. I think it was a great way to be social. And like when you couldn't get out of your house at all time, it was good to like be able to talk to people.
Agreed, 100%.
Yeah. Have you ever considered streaming video games?
So with ESPN, we launched an esports Twitch channel, and I actually streamed Battlegrounds for a little bit, but I just didn't do it consistently enough. I would, if I didn't have the schedule I have, I would love to try, but at the same time, I don't think that we were talking about this before this, actually. Like, I have a lot of respect for people that choose this as their living, to try and make it, because it's not easy. Like, I think a lot of people just watch and, you know, you get entertained by it, but like, it's not easy to do this for your full-time job, right? Like, to choose to do this and to hope that something's going to come out of it, and to you know, to even make money, like a livable wage, doing streaming and creating content and keeping up with social media. Like, it's not, a lot of people like have a misconception about what it's like. Like, it's work and it's hours, right? Like, people only see you on camera, but they don't see all the behind the scenes work that you have to put into it, and all the organization and all of the, you know, whatever, like even just planning your content and then editing your content and whatnot. Like, it's not easy whatsoever. So from that point of view, I was always discouraged from that. Like I think that I could maybe keep up with doing it as a hobby just because it's a lot of fun. And like you said, talking to a community is like the most rewarding part. But the actual grind of trying to make it as a streamer or a full-time content creator, I have nothing but respect for you and others that do it because it's not easy whatsoever. And I learned that a lot while covering streamers for ESPN. Like it was not a job that should be taken lightly at all.
Thanks.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yes, no, it's definitely not easy because like you really need to put the hours and you need to be consistent and you cannot take vacations.
Right. And people don't realize that. Like, it's a lot of hours. It's a lot of consistency. Like, you miss 1 week. Like, I remember talking with a lot of, like, full-time streamers, and I remember being surprised by, like, let's say that I was at an event, and I was hosting an event, and other streamers were there. They would always lament about the fact, oh, I'm not going to be streaming for 3 days. I'm going to lose this many subs. You know, like, just for taking an event, it's almost like they have to do this, like, math in terms of, well, do I go do this event? Is it worthwhile for the amount of followers or subscriptions I'm going to lose from Twitch when I come back because I'm missing 3 days of streaming or whatever it is? You know what I mean? Like, these are things that I never would have thought about, you know, but they're consistently thinking about it as a full-time content creators. It's like crazy.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like last year, I took 10 days total vacation in my whole year.
Unbelievable.
And not
Crazy.
one next to each other.
Yeah.
Like I
It's
took,
just like a day here, day there, right?
I went 2 weeks on vacation with my full setup.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes, and now I just order my laptop, my streaming laptop, and it's gonna get there next week. Because I am going to travel a lot in the next 3 months. And 1 month completely being away from home, so I really need to get my streaming laptop. So now it's
Right.
on its way.
Yeah, that's dedication. That's dedication. It's you know, you have a goal and you have a dream and you're like, I'm gonna achieve this, and it's like it's not easy. It's not easy whatsoever. So I respect it.
Thanks, but it's a really great journey. I've met so many amazing people.
Yeah, including one of your friends in chat that wants to fight me, and apparently Mike now is gonna come to New York. Can you believe this, Queen? Mike is gonna now come to New York to fight me. Like, Mike's gonna knock on my door one day in the afternoon, and I'm gonna answer the door in my pajamas, and I'm like, "Who are you?" And then I'm just gonna get a punch in the nose, and that's how it's gonna begin.
Imagine, Miko. Mike is such a sweetheart. That's the funniest part about him.
He's gonna come over. He's gonna roundhouse kick me in the face when I open my door, and then it's gonna become this like giant brawl in my house. And then my wife's gonna come home and be like, "What the hell just happened?" And then I'll be like, "Oh, this is Mike. He wanted to fight me." And then Mike's gonna stay for dinner, and then we're gonna play Battlegrounds.
It's funny when you say that. Brawl. You know, in Hearthstone, I've learned so many words that I didn't know was like used in like real life. Like stealth. I've never used that word before.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then I was like, that's such a funny word. And everyone's like, that's such a normal words. Like because like, I mean, I'm Francophone, so I speak French first and I learned English after. That's why I have difficulties pronouncing some words with th. so yes, but yeah, I've learned so many words from being someone that speaks French and like learning English with Hearthstone.
I will say the word that I never use in real life is death rattle. I have never used the word death rattle in my normal life.
Well, that is now your challenge.
You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use it in, like, I'm gonna do a hockey highlight, and I'm gonna use death rattle, and I'm gonna send you the clip, and it'll be just for your chat. Like, that's gonna be our inside joke now, where I'm just gonna pick Hearthstone words. Like, you could say he was on a frenzy.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna send them to you so that you can play them for your chat. Like, hey, we got another call.
Frenzy better.
It's so like ridiculous. I love it. That
Wait.
was a colossal play. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Well,
Yeah,
that's good. That's good. That's good.
You could chat. You can feel free to suggest lines to use, and I will send them to you, Queen, just so that your chat knows that I use them on random shows.
Okay, good. I love that. Let's think
love
about others. Let's think
Yeah, for sure. I'm in.
But
I'm in. I will gladly do that.
Death Rattle, it's definitely a hard one.
I don't even know how I would use Death Rattle in a normal sentence. I have no idea. I really don't. I honestly have no idea. I really don't. What is it even like? Hold on. Like, what is the actual official definition of a death rattle? Like, I really don't understand.
It's when someone dies.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's...
So you
sounds often produced by someone who is near death as a result of fluids accumulating. Oh, God. This is morbid. Why is this in Hearthstone? Why is so... Wow. Okay. Like, you could say... So maybe I could do something like, you could say their playoff hopes just experienced a death rattle or something like that. I'd have to think about this. Like, that's really... Yeah. Huh. Maybe not death rattle. I don't know. That seems a little morbid, doesn't it?
If you do find a place for death rattle, I will be very impressed.
Yeah, right? Oh gosh.
Frenzy, Colosseal, that I can see.
Yeah, totally. Frenzy, Battle Cry, easy. You know what I mean? Like, if someone has, like, I'll do a hockey highlight. If someone has a 5-goal game, I'll be like, it's like he found triple Bran. He wouldn't stop scoring. Like, just something like that, you know?
Triple Bran. Everyone is going to be like, what?
You're like, what? What the heck is... Who's Bran? What the heck is that? Like Raisin Bran? No, not Raisin Bran.
Triple Bran.
This is ridiculous.
Golden
I love
trip.
It.
Golden Bran.
Golden Bran.
Oh my god. But yes. So Death Rattle.
Golden Bran actually sounds like a cereal.
Yeah.
It sounds like Raisin Bran, but upgraded.
Yeah, Golden Bran.
Did you have your Golden Bran today?
Yeah, I see it. For like, yeah, in like a retirement house. Like, Golden Bran.
Golden Bran. Yeah, for your advanced, for those,
Yes.
for the boomers in your life, try Golden Bran. That's the commercial. It'll be you and I in a commercial where you'll walk in and you're like, hi, do you have boomers in your life? Do they need regularity in their life? May I suggest Golden Bran? And then I'll come in and give you a cereal box.
So last question.
Okay.
So what would you suggest to someone that would want to follow your career path?
So, first of all, you have to have passion. Like, I think you would say the same, like, for someone who's following the journey of creating content for a living. Like, you have to love it. If you don't love it, you'll get burnt out very easily and you'll not want to do it. You have to love it. You have to have passion for it. The way that I describe it, and I'm very realistic with it, but I never dash hopes because there are so many people that reach out to me. I had 3 conversations today with people that wanted to get into the industry. And I always entertain those conversations because I know how difficult it is to even find people that will give you advice to get into broadcasting or whatever it is. So to me, the way I describe it is the supply and demand is very skewed towards the demand. The demand far outweighs the supply. What I'm saying by that is there are so many people who want so few jobs that are like lucrative jobs, considered to be lucrative, right? So how do you get those jobs? You have to prepare yourself the best you can. It's not a linear path. It's not like I go to school to become a doctor, I get my doctorate, I go learn how to become a doctor, and then I become a doctor. Like, it doesn't work like that in this industry. It's very different, right? In this industry, there's many different paths to get to those positions. And often what I'm seeing now is people create those positions themselves. I see a lot of sports content creators that are creating their own stuff and going viral on YouTube and social media, and then suddenly big companies like the ESPNs or a lot of betting companies now, DraftKings, whatever the case may be, they're now coming to creators because they have built-in audiences and they want those audiences for them. So they're now, paying lucrative amounts of money to bring them on board. So what I say is the biggest thing is consistency. Create your own content or go to a local market and get that experience, because that will suit you the best out of anything. Do you need to go to school for broadcasting? Not necessarily. I have a degree in mathematics. It's collecting dust on the wall. Like, I don't use it, but it did teach me how to problem solve. Routine, discipline, those are things that are very important in the industry as well. Another big piece of advice I give is be kind to everyone. You never know who you're going to run into, and you never know who, being a jerk to people on your way up, those are the same people that you're going to find on your way down. So make sure that you're kind to everybody. A little bit of kindness goes a very long way. And you definitely remember that, especially in a small industry where everyone knows everyone. Be diligent, be prepared, always work on your craft. Always, watch yourself back and see where you can improve. Always ask for advice, and always keep a positive outlook, because if you don't, that's going to be the first entry point to your sadness and your downfall. So positivity is absolutely key. These are the sort of things that I would say to people who are looking to break into the industry.
Do you have a trademark, like a sentence you say all the time?
What do I say? I do a thing on SportsCenter Snapchat where before top plays, I'll go, top plays, let's go. I'll do that. I'll say it's time for SportsCenter on Snapchat. When for In the Crease, our hockey show, I'll end the show with when they are on the ice, we are in the crease. And stuff like that. I try to get as many little recurring things, like a one-timer in hockey. I'll say he scored just like a panda, eats, shoots, and leaves. Like, little cute things like that. I try to incorporate as many as possible. And now I'm gonna try and find a way to incorporate Golden Brand into my daily shows.
I mean, maybe it's going to be your thing and everyone is going to know about Golden Brand.
That's right.
Around the world.
Around the world. Everyone in hockey is going to be like, oh, yeah, I know what Golden Brand is.
Golden Brand, of course.
Naturally.
Yeah. I mean, everyone brand. Knows about that. Come on.
Exactly. Golden Brand. Come on.
You're gonna
Unbelievable.
You're gonna make it so popular.
That's right. Everyone on this stream right now will remember this day, or if you're watching this on YouTube or wherever you're watching this or listening to this right now, you will remember this episode 25, the most monumental of episodes, okay, of Heart to Heart. This is where we made Golden Brand into an international superstar.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for him already.
Yeah, right? But we're taking credit though, okay? It's Queen and Arda. We made Golden Brand. And when Golden Brand stops taking our calls because Golden Brand got so famous, we're going to be the ones that are like, no, we made you, okay? You don't avoid our calls. You don't send us to voicemail. You don't leave us on read receipt. We made you, Golden Brand.
Definitely.
Yeah. How dare you, Golden Brand? I'm already upset at Golden Brand, like big timing us, taking giant gigs, and forgetting about us. How could you, Golden Brand? We made you.
I mean, I feel it's gonna be a big thing. The next big thing.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm in Golden Brand. I'm gonna find a way. I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna find ways to incorporate like Hearthstone terms, and then I'm gonna send them to you and be like, "Hey, I used one today. Here you go."
Yeah. It's like bingo. We need to like monitor them.
Like a Hearthstone bingo, and Death Rattle's in the middle.
Yes.
Death Rattle is center square.
Definitely.
Death Rattle center square. It's like that's the toughest one. Oh, this is hilarious. Outstanding. I love it.
Yeah, Hearthstone bingo.
Oh, I like this, Jacob. Did you see what Jacob wrote? He's like, we made you, Golden Brand. We can sell you back to Bob at any time.
Like I did.
Yeah, exactly. That you want it, yeah. We'll do what Queen has already done to you, okay? All right? Don't think we won't do it again, Bob. Or Brand. Don't think we won't do it again, Golden Brand.
They will play Arda HS Bingo in chat.
I love it. I'm in. That's amazing. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It was super fun.
Yes.
And I hope we will see you around and maybe cast some Hearthstone stuff.
Oh, that would be a dream. That would be a dream come true. That'd be amazing. I would love that. Thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun. Please have me back sometime. Maybe episode 50. Maybe I can be like the every 25 episode. I can do like the pop in, like episode 75. I just come in, say hello. Remember that? Remember that Golden Brand thing we did like 50 episodes ago? That was funny.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. Oh my god. So thank you so much. And we will keep in touch for sure.
For sure.
Okay. So have a great evening.
Bye.
And I'll talk to
Bye.
you soon. Bye.
Bye.